In this video, we are going to see how to navigate to a Visualforce page when the flow is finished. Currently, in Salesforce Flow, when the flow finishes, we don't have any components out of the box to navigate the users to a page. So, for this demo, I am using Visualforce page as the solution. Using a Visualforce page, I will embed my flow, and when the flow finishes, my JavaScript in the Visualforce page will listen to that finished event. Once it is finished, it will open the another Visualforce page, and it will also pass all the flow output variables to the newly opened Visualforce page. Let's check the code how I have done. First thing is we have to create lightning application. So I created a lightning application with access equal to global and extends lightning out, so that it will run so that my flow will run in this lightning out app. I'm also setting aura dependency resource is equal to lightning flow. I'm making sure my flow will run on this lightning out app without any issues. By setting this resource as dependency, I won't run into any runtime issues for flow. Next is this is the Visualforce page which I created to embed my flow. So first we have to use standard controller equal to account, because I'm going to create a button in accounts tab. So I am setting standard controller is equal to account, record set where is equal to accounts. This is mainly for list variable list button. Sidebar equal to false, show header equal to false. Next, HTML head, make sure you use apex include lightning and then end the head tag. Next, create a body, set the class is equal to scope, create a div with id is equal to flow container, and this is the main JavaScript. So this is just a console dot log statement. So I'm creating a method here with the name status change. In this status change method, what I'm doing is I'm checking based on the event that is passed whether status is equal to finished. If the status is equal to finished, I'm having output variables where I'm getting all the output variables value from my event that is passed here. Next, I'm iterating and then I'm setting str URL variable equal to slash apex slash Visualforce page. I'm using question mark so that I can pass query parameters here. I'm iterating each and every output variables. So if my flow is going to give flow, 2 or 3 variables, then I am passing what is that variable name and its value, and then I'm adding AND operator here, so that in the query param it will add all the values. Next, I'm opening the str URL, that is nothing but the URL with the new Visualforce page. Okay. And next, I'm using lightning.use, and I'm using the lightning flow app which we created. This is the lightning flow application, I'm using that. And then I'm creating a lightning component, and I'm creating this lightning component for lightning flow, and whenever the status change, it will call this status change method. This method I created here. So it will create a component, and it will use the flow container to display those flow information, and I'm using start flow so that I'm calling my flow. So my flow name is sample screen flow. Okay, so let's see about the sample VF page. In the sample VF page, I'm displaying example variable, sample variable, test variable, which are from the query params. And then I have a command button called back to accounts. When I click it, it will open accounts tab. This is not correct, sorry about it. Okay, so this is my sample flow, sample screen flow. I have three output variables with the name example variable, sample variable, and test variable. This is what we are going to get and display. This is a simple flow. I have a screen element with a welcome. Once the welcome is displayed, I am assigning test variable to test, sample variable to sample, and example variable to example. So now what will happen is, okay, next important thing is I created a list button, and then I added that list button so that whenever this list button is clicked, it will open the Visualforce page. The Visualforce page name is VF page for flow. So when I click this call flow from my account list view, it will call this VF page for flow. It will run all this JavaScript, and then it will start my flow. And once the flow is ended, that is finished, it will call this method called status change, and then um, it will open this VF page, sample VF page, and then it will pass all the output variables from my flow. So I'm setting all this for available for output so that these particular values will be passed. Okay, let's test it. So this is my accounts tab. Okay, I'm clicking call flow. My flow is rendered using Visualforce page and the lightning out application. Next important thing is, if I click next, my flow will end, because as per my design it will do a variable assignment and then it will end. I don't have any other screen to display. So once it is done, it should call this method, and then it should go inside. Since it is status is equal to finished, it should open my sample VF page, and then in my sample VF page it should display all my output variable names. So these are all the values. I was setting it from here. If agents wants to go back to account, the agents can click it. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching.